So they're going to be reusable for me, depending on your application and how much pressure you need to use. You might want to think about maybe getting some new ones if you need to, but if in a pinch, don't have that opportunity, and you happen to have one of these types of Matco tools, and then you got your own Knipex thing, and you got some screwdrivers, it's all possible to use these in a pinch. So I got to remove these. They're called Oetiker clamps. It's a special tool that is used to crimp them, and it's an Oetiker clamp tool. This is made by Knipex out of Germany, but this doesn't really remove them very well, so you can reuse them. So what I'm using to remove them is I'm using this Matco tool, which was the same one I used for pulling connectors, because there's a tab here that needs to be peeled back. So this is an Oetiker, O-E-T-I-K-E-R, Oetiker clamp. So I'll do this clamp here, so you can see. But the way I do it is I put a screwdriver right here. So now I have the screwdriver as my backup, my backboard, and then this part here is my sharp fingernail peeling it back thingy. So put that like that, and it'll peel it back. So this tool has come in handy for pulling electrical connectors out without using my fingernails. And it's also come in handy for peeling this thing back so I can reuse this clamp, because I'm going to reuse that clamp. Oetiker clamp. I'm going to focus and zoom in. There, you can see it now. I'm going to point out what needs to be peeled back. So this is flattened down to keep this part of the strap. Thing's moving. Alright, let's stabilize that for a second. Give me a second here, get a shim. Okay, now my table's stable. Right, so this piece, this little tab, holds this band so this band doesn't lift up and then we lose a clamp. So this has to be flattened down to keep this in place. But now it needs to be peeled back. And this is made out of stainless steel, so it's got quite a bit of metal memory. Just to try to do this is not going to be effective. Just trying to use a screwdriver to pry it up is not going to be effective. But this solution here is more effective. Watch. So put the screwdriver right there. I'll go to the other side. You can see. I'm just going to put the screwdriver right here, so it's holding against the clamp, and we use the tool as the backboard. I'm just going to pry that up. There. So now it's pried up, and that might be enough of a pry up to, not quite yet. I gotta pry it back a little bit more. But I want to break this tab, because if that tab is broken, it's like I don't want to give it the paperclip effect where it starts to move too much and then it's just gonna snap and break. I still want to be able to reuse it. That should be enough room to get it to cooperate. So let's see. I don't want to poke myself either, so you gotta be careful. Alright, now that one screwdriver is underneath, I grab the other screwdriver. Just get more room. There. So now I can reuse this clamp. Spread it out a little bit here. And I'll give you the close-up on type of clamp it is. I can reuse it enough to hold the pressure that you gotta use to work with. There. So still has the right shape. The way the Oetiker clamp works is you squeeze it like this and it gives a tension on the clamp. So now I can reuse it. This is a clamp name. Oetiker clamp. See, this has already been crimped, but I can make it work again. I'm gonna take the other one out. Position it first. Gotta find a way to position it so it's not moving on you. First thing is to, now this one, the direction of this clamp, let's see which way is it going, is going that direction. So, put the screwdriver on this side. And I've already loosened this one up a little bit, but I'll do it some more. There, that should be enough. Get the little screwdriver to do a pry up. And then get the bigger screwdriver to do the lift off. There, lift off. And spread out a little bit. And then, in order to maintain more of the roundness, instead of spreading it out, which I did in the last one, I could just slide it down the hose. Slide it down the hose. There. Now I have two Oetiker clamps that I can use again. Just like that. And the tool you want to also have is this tool right here. It's made by Nipix. Focus going. Oetiker. I got this thing in the 90s. So this is the original, and it's model 109. Hasn't failed me ever. So, thanks for watching, and that's how you get these removed. So they're going to be reusable for me, depending on your application and how much pressure you need to use. You might want to think about maybe getting some new ones if you need to, but if in a pinch, don't have that opportunity, and you happen to have one of these types of Matco tools, and then you got your own Nipix thing, and you got some screwdrivers, it's all possible to use these in a pinch. So, thanks for watching.